Budweiser in a sentence. I need one of these. Can I drink one of these on the job? Budweiser.
This girl says she all natural, hair real, her boobs, her butt, all that stuff. I said, but why's her face look like a fake Barbie that got f***ed up by a train? Budweiser.
Alright, use the word Budweiser in a sentence. I need one of these. Can I drink one of these on the job? Budweiser.
Lamika Jones says she a perfect natural beauty. I said, but why's her face look like 5 doctors worked on her and failed? Budweiser.
Use the word cannoli in a sentence. I'm hungry. Can I go on my break after this one? Go ahead, Latunka.
I had a man one time and he'd be like, let's go out to eat. And he'd be always asking me to pay. I said, I can only take so much of this. I took about 5 cents. I put it on the table. I said, boo, that's your meal. You're going to get whatever you can get for 5 cents. I left and I got me some Popeyes, of course. Yeah, anyway. Cannoli.
She's definitely not gonna get this one correct, but here we go. Use the word Cantankerous in a sentence.
Anytime I go over Grandma's house, she be like, what you wearing, boo? I said, Grandma, this is what I wear. This is cute. She like, you look like a hoe. You look like you should be out on the streets, baby. I said, Grandma, jeez, be nice. I just bought this. This is nice. I thought it was classy. She's like, oh, you sinner. You guess you must not be going to church. I said, Grandma, yes, I do go to church. I do praise the Lord, and the Lord is good. And she'd be like, yes, Lord, the Lord is good, but you look like a hoe. I can't take her ass no more.
And I can't take her ass either. Oh, I love space. Use the word Jupiter in a sentence.
Me and Keisha went to the club one time and she was dancing like crazy, looking like a step-up movie. She was killing it, girl. I said, yes, you better work, girl. You better shake that booty. Yes, come on.
I'm not even sure why this one's on the list, but... oh, here we go. Maybe she'll get this one right. Oh, or probably not. Alright, use the word Little Caesars in a sentence.
One night before the club, Keisha asked me to cut her hair because she wanted a new hairstyle. She gave me the scissors. I looked at them like, girl, these are Little Caesars. What am I supposed to do with this? You got that big old head of hair. These Little Caesars ain't gonna do nothing.
Did she just say Little Scissors?
She said, just cut them. So I said, oh, well, here we go, Lord. Jesus be a hair salon. Girl, she looked like she done got f***ed up by a dog. It looked like she got a bowl cut when there was an earthquake, girl. It was disheveled in a hot mess. These Little Scissors ain't gonna do it, girl. You need professional scissors.
Use the word Lollipop in a sentence. I don't even know how she's gonna get this one wrong. It's a piece of candy, and you suck on it. Maybe. Lollipop.
I got a friend named Lolly. She be twerking her booty crazy in the club. Lollipop her booty like Sonic the Hedgehog. Be rolling around real quick. I'm like, dang, slow down, girl. And the boys be like,
and of course she gets it wrong.
Girl, the speeds that Lollipop her booty at is unbelievable. She be looking like she having a seizure and hemorrhoids at the same time. The sad thing about Lolly is Lolly can't stop popping. When Lolly pop, the whole club stop. Lollipop.
Use the word pasta in a sentence.
I was up in church this past Sunday and I talked to the pastor. I said, Pastor, I need you to pray for me. There's something wrong with my legs. I woke up this morning, my legs was hurting. I don't know why. Then Keisha stepped in next to me. She said, girl, we was at the club last night dancing and twerking. The pastor done turned and looked at me. He said, you better been dancing for the Lord. I said, yes, Pastor, I was dancing for the Lord. I was doing the praise and worship and the feelings for the lands of Jesus in heaven. The pastor had no words. I said, John 3:16, boo. For God so loved the world, and I ran out to church so fast. But Keisha was right. It was because we was twerking last night. That's why my legs is sore.
The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Use the word penal in a sentence.
I was babysitting one time, and the baby didn't stop crying. I said, baby, what is wrong? what is wrong with you, baby? You hungry? You thirsty? So I made the baby a bottle of milk, and he drank it, and he kept crying. I said, you want more milk? So I gave the baby some more milk. I sat him down on my lap. He drank about a gallon. I looked down, and the baby peeing all over my lap. I'm like, baby, what in the...
Why do we have these words on this list?
I put the baby on the floor, and I said, look what you did, baby. Look what you did. Peeing all over me. Ow! I left the baby there. I called the owner. I said, not the owner, the parents. I said, I quit. Come get your baby.
One of my favorite Disney movies. Use the word mermaid in a sentence.
You know my man Eddie, he knows when I am stressed. After a long day at the Word of the Days, I get home and he got dinner made for me. He got a pillow nice and set up on the couch for me. I'm like, boo, we mermaid for each other because you just knew I was stressed and I needed my Popeyes and I needed my pillow. And you got the Netflix ready for me watching my favorite show, The Office. Girl, this man loved me.
You already know this is my life.
Mermaid.
Use the word vestibule in a sentence.
My mama would always say, you ain't leaving this table till you eat your vegetables. I said, I ain't gonna touch these green things, mama. They taste like the grass. Well, she said, you ain't leaving. I said, that's fine, mama. I ain't touching the vegetables. I spent 4 years sitting at that kitchen table just to teach my mama a lesson. Sadly, I missed out on most of my childhood.
Use the word wallaby in a sentence.
One day I was up in the gym and I saw my gym crush and I finally got the nerve to talk to him. I said, hey boo, you looking really good lifting them weights, looking all sweaty. And then he asked me what I was doing. I said, I'm picking up this round thing with the metal ball and the heavy part, and I lifted up in the air. Girl, I was sounding so crazy. I was just like, well, I'll be over here doing the abs. You want to talk later or grab a smoothie? I didn't even know what to say. I was so embarrassed, but I turned around. I was trying to get my butt swaying, moving so he could see me walk away. And girl, I done tripped. It was the most embarrassing day of my life. I canceled my gym membership right then and there.
Use the word innuendo in a sentence.
I had a man one time, he couldn't get out of the house, so I had to sneak up the fireplace and I'd be knocking on the window. I'd be like, hey. And Lord, he dumb as rocks. He looking around like, what is that voice? I'm like, boo, it's me. I'm in your window. Open the window. I'm in your window. And he'd be like, huh? Oh, hey, boo. Lord, that relationship lasted 2 days.
What the?
He was dumb as a box of pillows.
Use the word mirror in a sentence.
I walked in on my man with another girl one time and I was like, oh, okay. So I see you like game shows. Time for the final question. Mirror. Which one's gonna be me or her? Actually, let me answer that for you. You can have this hoe, cause I am heading out the door. Peace out, fool.
Even though you're wrong, that ended a lot better than I thought it would. I'm glad you walked away because he's not worth it. Ladies, don't let your man use you.
Mirror.
Use the word pasta in a sentence.
I was up in church this past Sunday and I talked to the pastor. I said, Pastor, I need you to pray for me. There's something wrong with my legs. I woke up this morning, my legs was hurting. I don't know why. Then Keisha stepped in next to me. She said, girl, we was at the club last night dancing and twerking. The pastor done turned and looked at me. He said, you better been dancing for the Lord. I said, yes, Pastor, I was dancing for the Lord. I was doing the praise and worship and the feelings for the lands of Jesus in heaven. The pastor had no words. I said, John 3:16, boo. For God so loved the world, and I ran out to church so fast. But Keisha was right. It was because we was twerking last night. That's why my legs is sore.
The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away. Use the word vociferous in a sentence.
I love them Jurassic Park movies. All the power done going out, and the vociferous raptors done jumping over the fence, attacking the peoples. I was like, yes, get them vociferouses. You can tell it's a vociferous raptor just by his big old claw.
I give you permission to eat her.
Hola chicas, it's Carlos. I'm here for the words of the days with Latancos. Use the word Bible in a sentence.
I went on vacation one time to the Mexicos and the markets are amazing, girl. They got foods, fruits. You could buy a chicken, you could buy a bull, you could buy a goat. They done had everything, girl. So I was like, how much is your bull? He was like 5 pesos. I was like, I don't know how much it is, but I want to buy a bull. So I bought me a bull for $5. I was gonna make me a hamburger when I got home, but I couldn't get the bull across the border. Bye, bull.
Correcto! Yes! Let's celebrate with enchilada! Hey! Whoa! She gonna buy a bull! Oh, I also have goat if you want to buy goat.
It's very important to have a lot of this out there, kids. Use the word ambition in a sentence.
You know what pisses me off? The people that just sit there, they don't do nothing with their life. They just sit there complaining, ambition. I'm like, you could, girl, get up and do something, baby. Too much complaining, ambition. Ambition.
Thanks for watching, Fluffy Friends. Hit that subscribe button and watch more funny videos right here. Okay, am I done?